Many people around the world want to study abroad, but the cost can be a barrier. Tuition fees, cost of living. We're going to share the best ways to fund your tuition so that you guys can study abroad and reach those dreams in your career. Hey friends, welcome to Chine Coaching. I'm Rob, and at Chine Coaching we love helping internationals all over the world be successful in their cross-cultural journeys. And today we're going to be breaking down the best ways to fund your study abroad journey, to pay for that tuition, and even to save money or make money while you're studying here in America. So I've got my good friend Shreyash here who's going to help guide you guys. Shreyash, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Thanks Rob. Hello everyone, my name is Shreyash. I'm from Mumbai, India. I came to the United States in the fall of 2019 for doing a master's in Information Technology and Management from the University of Texas at Dallas. I've had some wonderful experience in this university, met some wonderful people down here at UT Dallas. Currently, I'm involved with the university in a lot of ways. The primary one being the president of Indian Student Association at UT Dallas, which entails a lot of responsibilities ranging from helping students with their airport pickups, giving them accommodations and helping them ease into their life into the United States. So here I am with Rob. I'll help you guys with all the funding options that are there for your education to study abroad.
My friends, there couldn't be a better person than Shreyash here, who's helped guide thousands of students with all their questions, especially how do I pay for my study abroad here in America? So he's got so much great tips and wisdom for you guys. In this video, I want to tell you guys about Juno, a great option as a way to get funding for your study abroad tuition fees. Juno is an independent third party that assists thousands of students and families who wants to get lower interest rates on their loans. These are for people who are looking to take out new student loans or even refinance their current loans and get better rates. They are a completely free resource with no obligation, and they believe strongly that strength in numbers can make an impact towards a more affordable higher education system. If you join now before April 15th, you'll have access to early backer benefits, which includes early guaranteed access to their deals, as well as the potential to win a $5,000 scholarship. So we'll have links down in the description where you guys can click and check out if you guys qualify with Juno for new or better loans for you guys study abroad tuition experience. So let's jump in. Shreyash, go ahead and tell us all the different ways people can fund their tuition.
Whenever we think to study abroad, the first thing that comes to mind is funding. Funding is so crucial for any student studying abroad due to the large sum of tuition fees it entails. So there are different ways to fund your studies abroad, starting from family funds. There are affluent families where they have saved some money for their sons and daughters to study abroad. So they are the primary source of their tuitions when they come here to study abroad. The second type of funding is by funding yourself. How can you fund yourself is gain some experience back in India, save some money with that experience. So whenever you take up a job back in India, you end up saving some money for your future plans. It can be your marriage, it can be your studies. That savings can be used to fund your education. There have been students here who are 9 to 10 years of experience. They have come here with their own savings without taking any loan or family savings and funding their education studying abroad.
Just from their own work experience?
Yes, just from their own work experience. So 9 to 10 years, huge number of years, you can save a lot of money. It gives you two options. You save your money and you come with a lot of experience here. So you are in a win-win situation when you do that. The third part is company sponsorship. So whenever you are hired in a company, there is some budget to sponsor some students to study abroad. The company has some contract that whenever a company sponsors you for an education, you have to come back and start working for them again. So you have to sign a sabbatical, come here to study abroad, all your tuition fees is taken care of, and you just come here, study, and you go back to work for them. So it is indeed a great opportunity to upskill yourself, to have a foreign education, and at the same time not worry about getting a job back. It is a win-win situation for your company and for you. And going down the years, you can expand your knowledge and your skills by taking up a company sponsorship. So now that we have learned about family funds, your personal savings, or your company sponsorship, the majority of the students fund their education via loans. That is a crucial aspect when we start thinking about abroad education. And there are a lot of different options when we go for education loans. The first ones are the national banks. And the national banks are the go-to banks because they give you the least interest rates, they give you assurance, but there is one criteria when you go and look forward to the loans from the state banks or your national banks is the collateral. You have to have a collateral submitted before you can apply for your loans.
Like Shreyash, many international students come from countries which aren't as developed as America, or the currency rates and exchange rates are different with the money. And so America is very expensive.
Yeah.
And tuition can be anywhere from $5,000 to $30,000 per semester.
It can, yeah.
And so these loans can be really helpful, right?
Exactly. So majority of the students come from developing nations and they rely on these loans, and it is indeed a good opportunity to have an education with the help of these loans. When you go to think about which loans should I prefer, so there are two aspects. If you have a collateral, if you have something which can be kept as an assurance that you have some amount of money in your bank account, or if you have some land on your name, so this can qualify for a collateral. The banks like State Bank of India and Bank of Baroda, these are national banks in India which offer low interest rate by keeping a collateral. By saying low interest rate, what I mean is interest rate as low as 9%. So it is very cheap, and it is indeed very good to have such low interest rate education loan for your abroad education. For those who don't have a collateral, don't worry. There are banks who offer loans without collateral, but you have to trade with your interest here. You'll have high interest rate, but you'll indeed get the sum of money you need for your tuition. So there is a bank called HDFC Credila. It offers you loan without collateral, but the interest rate can go as high up to 13%. So you can see a big jump from 9 to 13%. That really plays a huge role when you fund your education abroad. Those who have collateral indeed should think about going for a nationalized bank, but for those who don't, have to rely on banks like HDFC Credila, or there is a third option, NBFCs, non-banking financial corporations. These are the banks who don't take a collateral. They just need a co-signer on your name, and they can offer you loan as high up to, I guess, 40 lakhs, and that is way enough to fund your education abroad. That interest rate can range up to 13 to 15%. It is very high, but if you don't have anything, it is your last resort. So these are the options, starting from family funds, your personal savings, your company sponsorship, then comes to your loan.
Good news. A lot of colleges around the world, especially in America, don't always require you to pay 100% full tuition because they offer things like scholarships.
Yeah.
So Shreyash, how can scholarships really help students in saving and paying for their study abroad?
Scholarships indeed make a huge difference when it comes to tuition fees. In America, there are universities who give you reduced tuition or in-state tuition depending upon your major back in India, your experience, your GRE score. So there are a lot of factors that come into play when you are offered a scholarship. So scholarships can be gained after you attend the university also. For example, you get an admit and you don't get awarded a scholarship. When you come to the United States and you join the university, there are lots of options that can make you eligible for one.
On Chai and Coaching, we have a whole playlist with several videos about scholarships here in America and abroad, how to get scholarships before coming, and then also once you arrive at your college. So check out those videos, and they'll break down in detail and with lots of links and resources how to obtain those scholarships and save lots of money.
So rightly said by Rob, like for example, I'm from UTD, and in UTD there's a program called, like I'm from Jindal School of Management. So we have Dean's Excellence Scholarship when you come here for the first time. That qualifies you for a in-state tuition. That is 50% off on your tuition rate.
That's a huge discount.
That is a huge discount.
50% off.
Like you can save a lot of money. Like one semester scholarship can also save you a big chunk of your tuition fees. And whenever you receive a scholarship in JSOM, it is usually 1 year. You end up saving 2 times for your tuition fees.
Another good news for you guys who come to these expensive colleges is once you're here in America, there's other ways to earn and save money, even outside of just basic scholarships, and that's through on-campus jobs. And Shreyash, what are some of those important things that students need to know about on-campus roles?
Yeah, so when you come here for education, you start to look out for jobs. You're not eligible to work outside your university. So there are tons of jobs inside your university where you can start earning for your daily expenses. So jobs like dining, it is the first go-to job for a student coming to the United States, because you can easily get that since you don't need any experience and you can easily start working. Have a look out for your dining jobs in your university. And then there are jobs like jobs in IT. What I mean by that is there is Office of Information Technology in every university, and they have some openings every semester, so you can work there. Then there is library assistant. Every university has a library. You can work in the library as the receptionist, and you can get paid like $10 an hour. That can easily cover off your living expenses, and you can also save some money. Then you have laboratory assistants. There are tons of labs in every university, like chemistry lab or IT lab or Excel lab. So you can also work in those labs. Apart from labs, there's also a job for proctoring. So every university has their testing centers, and every testing center needs a proctor. Every university has a unique portal on Handshake. You just need to log in and all the jobs you can find out there. So just keep an eye out about your university's Handshake. All these jobs will be listed down there when you join the university.
One of the most sought after kind of on-campus jobs are the TA, RA, and GA roles.
Yeah.
Shreyash, what are those?
The TA, RAs and GAs are really not just the jobs which will cover your daily expenses, but they help you save huge amount of money. And why I call this, in Texas system, when you become a TA or a GA or a RA, you are qualified for in-state tuition. So that means you are a teaching assistant, at the same time you are getting a monthly stipend. Apart from that, you are qualified for a scholarship. That is a win-win-win for you. You end up saving more than just getting a scholarship, because TA will give you monthly stipend around $1,000 and get your scholarship, and with that you get experience with being a teaching assistant. So you are benefited in a lot of terms.
You make money, you save money, and you build your resume.
Yes. So resume building after you get a TA is huge, because you can get a TA as early as your second semester in UTD. Because you're not eligible for internships, you can start doing a TA, and that will just boost your resume by a long margin.
Yeah, and that can open the door to internships, which opens the door to full-time jobs.
Yeah.
Friends, our chai question for this video is, what funding option are you planning to use? Are you going to take a loan? Do you have savings? Does your family have money? Tell us in the comment which option you're going to go for funding your study abroad journey. And we've got a bonus to wrap up here. Shreyash, what's kind of another bonus opportunity for people to have money to pay for their tuition?
So the bonus here is doing an internship. Internships can really pay huge amount of money. Like you can earn like $20, starting from $20 to hour, up till $50 an hour. If you have some technical skills back in India and you come here and you start looking for a job, you can end up getting a full-time internship. It is as good as a full-time job. You are eligible to an internship after 2 long semesters, that is from the summer semester. So once you start your internship, after your summer semester, you can easily fund your fall semester with the money you earned in the summer semester. And likewise, if you are still earning in the fall semester as an intern, you can fund your spring semester. So likewise, you just have to plan accordingly. So plan your master's journey and keep applying for internships and different funding options so that you can save a lot of money on your education.
My friends, I hope this video was helpful. Give a big like and thumbs up to say thanks to Shreyash for this valuable information. And don't forget to check out Juno and their special loan opportunities to get better discounts, better interest rates, or even refinance your current loan. Check them out in the video description and comments as well. You want to check out what opportunities they have for you. And be sure to connect with us and be a part of the Chai and Coaching community online on social media. We don't want you guys to miss other great content, because at Chai and Coaching we want to help you guys be successful in your cross-cultural journey. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time. Cheers.
Cheers.